2025 for 2025 budget, and that was early this year in 2024. That assumes that we'll get some of the requests that we already also submitted to the DBM for unprogrammed appropriations for this year. So
Yes, Senator Villar.
Curious. It has to be new revenue source. It can't even be savings. It has to be a new, so new taxes or some other new fund. So yung ODA, of course, because of the loan, there is a fund source.
DBM can still release. It really is up to the DOF's declaration of excess revenues for the GOP portion.
With the permission, okay lang minority floor? Hindi. Kasi babalikan ko lang din itong well, every budget, and this is my last time to raise this concern. Kasi meron din tayong mga foreign assisted projects na I think we need to decide kung itutuloy pa natin o hindi. Alam niya ni Minority Floor Leader itong Cebu bus rapid transit. Diba? This project was started 2014. And in fact, during the previous administration, ni-raise ko na rin ito kay Sec Togade na baka it's high time to cut our losses and decide once and for all kung go or stop na talaga tong project na ito dahil tuloy yung bleeding dito sa project na to eh. Secretary, may ganun ho ba tayong review itong mga ongoing foreign assisted project? Napaka it's high time na let's just terminate and cut our losses. Kumbaga, di ba? Hindi yung bayad tayo ng bayad ng commitment fees. Alam naman natin na hindi talaga makaka-comply at matatapos yung project na yan. Lalong-lalo na itong Cebu bus. Kasi ngayon, may problema siya dun sa may tatamaan atang heritage. Diba? So, nahinto na naman yung project.
Mr. Chair, on the Cebu Bus Rapid Transit, ongoing po yung phase 1. And we're expecting that this will be completed within the year. Nagkaroon lang tayo ng problema dun sa Sang Station because may complaint po yung provincial government, no? But we will be able to resolve this. We will be able to open all the other stations, no, except that portion which is in front of the provincial capital, no?
Pero Sec, no last year's budget, ang pangako nyo sa amin, this will be operational January 2024.
Yes.
Hanggang ngayon ho, in next year's budget, hindi ko na ho kayo matatanong kung umaandar na ba itong bus rapid.
Yung phase 1 po will be operational. Yun na lang, station na lang ang problema natin, no? But it's almost complete, no? So mag-operate po yung phase 1 this year, no?
Yung po
Yes, when we say operate, may ridership yun ha. Talagang operate na ganun. Anyway, the secretary was really honest kasi sa notes ko sinabi niya rito, they are sorting out the problems for the Cebu bus rapid transport. So talagang maraming problema. And
There's another project, Minority Floor, yung EDSA Greenways.
Yan, I don't know.
Ganon din ho yan. Supposed to be 2020. At the moment, 1% pa lang ata.
Ano yan? Pedestrian? For pedestrians yan?
Yeah, along EDSA.
Yes. Elevated, right? Elevated walkways. Tama po ba yan? That's the main idea. Sino ba may alam? Alam ko
Yun pong EDSA busway, yung greenways, yeah, it's a 5-kilometer walkway. We're reviewing po because there might be increase in cost. No? So it will pass through another review again. No?
Pero yun na nga, Sec, di ba? Pero yung utang, tuloy-tuloy, yung commitment fees, tuloy-tuloy, while we're still reviewing the project, di ba? So, sayang.
Why do we have projects being implemented and yet sasabihin natin under review? Bakit ganon?
So yung EDSA Greenways po, there are issues about right of way, relocation of utilities, no? And because of that, there will be some increase in cost, no?
Yes, but it's already found in the GAA, di ba? Tama. That's one of your projects, di ba? Ginagastusan na yan, di ba?
Partially, yes, sir.
Partially, yes. So isipin nun, ginawa nyo na, inadapt nyo na as your project. Sinama nyo na sa budget ninyo. Oh, and yet sasabihin natin under review.
And in fact, Minority Floor, we've been paying commitment fees for this project. Magkano na ho yung commitment fees dito sa EDSA Walkway?
Hindi, policy question lang yung sa akin. Ang point ko lang yung sa planning ng you're answering for your department only, but this disease might be present in all departments, no? Meaning to say we are adopting projects, proposing them for funding by Congress, and Congress funds it, being convinced, and then sasabihin nyo sa amin years into its funding na it's under review. I mean, ganon. So meron na tayo, tapos foreign assisted pa, andyan na, signed na ang kontrata, may na-release na. So we have as honorable debtors or borrowers, we have to now comply with the loan, the terms of the loan agreement. Ang nangyayari, we don't have the walkway, but we keep on paying interest, and then sooner or later, pati principal. And we are happy. We are happy with that kind of planning. Sige, Mr.
Yeah, if I may, Your Honor, sa Greenways po precisely, that was the order of Secretary Bautista, no? Early part of this year regarding projects po, gaya ng na-mention nyo, yung Greenways, and even yung sa Cebu, your honor, no? So that's why I was tasked by Secretary Bautista to go to Cebu to sort out the things po regarding the concern on the stations, and as per reported by Secretary, we could be looking at a solution po dun sa Cebu for it to push through. Dito naman po sa Greenways, yung mga tao po dito that handles yung Greenways po, they are at a certain point that they are supposed to look on the on the things that were done, and then they found out something. That's why the report na po namin kay Secretary, and we'll make it fast, but like hopefully within a month or two, no, magkakaroon na po ng linaw regarding dun sa concern na tipo bang is it something doable or is it something not. But definitely po, it's a go at the moment po as per our talks with the Secretary. But we will be very much conscious, Senator Pimentel, regarding that concern that it could be happening in other departments. But on our part po, we rest assured po as per the order of Secretary, we will do something po dito sa Greenways po, Your Honor.
Chairman, tapusin ko na lang kasi I need to go to the PhilHealth and to the DepEd. Tsaka andito na rin si Senator Tulfo. Well, at any rate, siguro pero with the admission kasi na even yung mga projects kasi na nakalagay rin sa inyong budget, I mean, you're not really 100% convinced, pero nandyan na sila. That's probably the reason why they some of your so-called flagship quotation marks projects are pushed down to the level of standby appropriations in the category of unprogrammed appropriations. Siguro, I do not know, Mr. Secretary, it's I think in the planning stage, using yun na. I mean, Ang lawak-lawak na rin ng department mo eh. Hindi mo na kailangan palawakin pa artificially. Ang lawak na eh. Just concentrate on the ano na lang, what you can do. Busy ka na, hindi ka na matutulog eh. Kasi, di ba? Para malaman ng publiko, ano sa'yo? Land transport sa'yo. Air transport sa'yo. Rail transport sa'yo. Sea transport sa'yo. Plus the ano pa. Not only the safety of the transportation but the structures where they take off or where they originate. Lahat yan. Busy ka na eh. Even, wag nyo na palawakin yung ano nyo eh. Tsaka wag nyo na pala problemahin yung sarili nyo. Like, anyway, wala nang time. Sa ano nala, sa plenary, I reserve my right. Yung PUV modernization program, medyo may difference of opinion tayo dyan sa ginagawa natin. But can I ask the Philippine Coast Guard, take advantage ako, andito si Admiral Gaban. Narinig nyo na sir yung version ni La Alice Go, paano sila nakalabas. Diba? I'm sure, kasi nasa news naman lahat eh. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Just assume, let's just assume na totoo. Assume na totoo that they left by yacht, small boat to big boat, and then may role ba dapat ang PCG doon? Na intercept nyo ba dapat yon?
Good morning, Mr. Chair, sir, and everyone. In our existing memorandum circular on pre-departure inspection, vessels which are non-common carrier are not included in the PDI. And that is the reason why we are now revising the circular, Your Honor, so the Coast Guard will have role in the enforcement in this kind of vessels, Your Honor.
You are revising. So when you are revising, kailan maging effective yan, yung
We're
revision?
looking at October, Your Honor, we should be done.
And what is the revision?
To include non-common carriers in the
Okay.
implementation of pre-departure inspection, Your Honor.
And you have a legal basis to do that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you don't need the law, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Therefore, you could have done that even before.
It is.
Why do we need an Alice Go incident before we can anticipate such a scenario and then cover it?
The regulation was made in 2009, and I'm taking my role now to revise it, Your Honor.
Okay.
Siguro tanong na natin with regards to that, siguro Admiral Gaban, di ba there's such thing as ano yung AIS ba yun? Yung identification ng bawat vessel, no? We have that. But does yung mga yacht ba, does it include private yachts also, o yung mga large vessels lang, yung mga container ships, all tankers lang? Kasama ba yung mga yacht dyan? Pero I think pag bigger boats, meron ng AIS
Only 300 gross tons above are required, Your Honor. But with this development, Your Honor, the Coast Guard recognizes that we should adapt, we should do more. So we'll be coordinating with Marina to come up with better regulations to cover this, Your Honor.
That's why I mentioned siguro sa minority there, yung mga, just like sa aircraft, yung vessels have an automatic identification system. Kaya nga, if there's anything irregular, siguro yun yung mga dapat tignan ng Coast Guard within that span of period, yung talaga pumunta ng Sabah, as we go on through the investigation.
Okay, at least the Admiral is being very honest. There is no lack of legal basis, okay, for the Philippine Coast Guard to have acted. Okay, it's just that in their regulation siguro hindi nila na-anticipate. So may nakakita ng butas, and I'm sure hindi lang sila ang gumamit ng butas na yan. So ganun pala ka-porous at talaga ang ating boundaries, ang ating mga borders, ang ating coasts. Ganon. So, it's time to, I hope the Philippine Coast Guard will share your realization with the other agencies na ganyan na, are you attending the hearings ba? Is Coast Guard present in the hearings in the Alice? Oh, sige po, matanong namin, ano po. But thank you for your honesty. Tapos may isa pa, kasi we were imagining the various ways na nakaalis sila, di ba? Meron akong footage na nakita noon, pinalabas yata ni Senator Grace po sa plenary namin eh. Yung nag-private jet, hinatid sila mismo ng van nila. Doon mismo sa doorstep ng private jet. Akyat sila ngayon sa private jet. Pag nasara na yung door, hindi na pala magagalaw yun. Parang pa-departure na daw yun. Is that correct? Kanino naman ito?
Siguro si DG
Okay.
Tamayo can answer that.
Yes,
So,
nakita to ni Senator Grace po sa amin sa plenary.
Through the chair, if I may. Sir, as far as yung pag-clear po ng mga aeroplano, there are 5 steps there that we follow. One is entry-exit permit. Sa KAAPO ito. And then the second one is CIQ. The third is ABSEG, PNP, ABSEG group clearance. And finally, we issue the flight clearance once all of these requirements are submitted. Sa Manila po, merong additional po yung slot clearance po before you're allowed to depart. Now, as I said po, before we allow an aircraft to depart, kailangan ho kumpleto yung mga requirements na yon. Pagka
Basta,
mo
hindi, okay.
naibigay-
Basta klaro ganito. There is no lack of